So I can show you what I do, and it's very straightforward. Just sort of the similar prompt I think you gave at the HR meetup. So if I just share my screen with you. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, so what I would normally do with my team is at the start of the one-on-one, I give them remote control. So you've now got control of my screen.
Oh, so you can click remote control there somewhere, can you? Where did
yes, it's up in the top bar.
Okay.
So you can see my mouse here, and you should be able to, using your mouse, now drag and drop cards.
Oh.
So I just have my one version on my computer, and then I share it in. It's also quite interesting for me because then I can watch it sort of in action. So generally I get that person to go first, and then I do mine, and we discuss. So you can do yours, and it will just automatically snap into place up there.
Yeah. So, yeah. Do you want me to continue doing the next one, or just there for now?
Just there. So I do. So you would do yours, and then I will do mine.
Oh no! So you can control the video at the same time.
Yep.
Oh, so you can pick from white cards as well. I didn't realize I could pick from there.
Oh, yeah, you get amongst it. Feel free to change your...
Yeah, you finish and then I'll come back. Okay. So you've given it, so you can pick, the way you run it is you can pick from black or white.
Yeah.
Or black and white.
Black and white. So there you go, you can have it back. So I do pick 3 cards from any. As the prompt. So not 3 of each, although you can do 3 of each. But this is generally a 10-minute exercise. Oh, it's all right.
Yeah.
You can just,
yeah, okay. I've broken the rules already, but that's what I do.
It's the joy of it, right? You could pick 6, you could pick 3. It's been interesting doing it this way and having them all visually like this. And I've had more people recently using the insert additional feeling card.
Okay.
Whereas when I've done them sort of tactically, nobody ever uses that card.
Interesting.
In my experience, but seeing it in this way, I've seen more people use that card.
Yeah. And I'm guessing I could probably write on that, double click and then write on that card if I wanted to.
Yep.
Is that? So interesting. This is cool. Nice. Yeah.
That
makes that side of it more interesting. Yeah, that's cool. Nice.
Yeah, so more people have used it because I guess it's pretty easy to do. And just double click and add it in, and then we've got that saved. So we started to talk about adding in more of our own ones. But yeah, and then generally it's just the coaching prompts in terms of, do you want to talk me through the cards that you picked?
Yeah, nice. So energized from this very call right now, learning this extra functionality, learning how you're using it, because I didn't even think about using it in this way. I've got some other ideas which I'll share with you. So energized from that. Grateful for you taking the time to share this with me, because this is incredible. Feeling very grateful, and then inspired by what you've done here, and inspired by some other work I was doing this morning as well with using the cards in conflict resolution.
Oh.
Which is cool, because we're going to create a whole bunch of resources for conflict in the workplace using the cards.
Yeah.
And then restless because of all this opportunity, because I see this now and I've got 7 other ideas of how I could create Miro and do activities, right? And that is quite overwhelming as well. I didn't pick that because it's just a natural state of mine at the moment, like a perpetual state at the moment, because of all of the opportunity. So I'm restless. I even find myself like running to we've got a courier box where I drop the orders off, and I find myself running to the box and running back to the computer. And I'm like, why am I running? Like, I don't need to be running. I've got nowhere to be, but I'm running. And it's because I'm so restless to do all this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me. And
then, so normally kind of following that, and depending on the person, and if this is kind of a full coaching conversation, then we sort of go down is this is this where you want to where you want to be, where you feel comfortable sort of sitting in these emotions, and then we sort of talk through any kind of adjustments or anything that sort of someone's doing with their day that may shift any of these. We don't have to go through all of that, but generally that's where the conversation carries on in terms of, you know, how these are working kind of for and against you.
Yeah, nice. Hey, so do you want a new idea, a new exercise I've designed? So it's called the intention setting exercise.
Cool.
And it's inspired by a really amazing guy in our Auckland masterclass last year, who had already, I think somehow he'd already come across the weekly retro. Maybe it was in the toolkit where he heard me talking about it, but he flipped it and turned it into a prospective thing. So intention setting for the week coming. So you just simply switch the question. I know you're asking how are you feeling today? The weekly retro one might be how are you feeling last week. We flipped it and go, how do you want to feel this upcoming week?
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's the, I haven't put the frame in, but that's the question, like, how are you feeling right now? And then the following questions in terms of how do you want to feel? Oh, nice. You're doing it. Perfect. So, yeah, that's the kind of next step from there. I would probably dig into, whether, like, how you're sort of sitting in that restless feeling, and is that how you want to sort of continue through for the day? And then I generally ask questions in terms of, like, you know, who is the Jeremy that you want to be this week? Yeah.
So let's say these will reframe these questions. It would be, what's one white card, or what's one unpleasant feeling you don't want to feel next week, but you know you might from time to time? Yeah. And let's say I picked, let's just move it down to restless, right? So let's say that was this one. Well, I picked those three. The follow-up question from that is, how could feeling this way actually make you more effective at work next week?
Oh, cool.
Because for me feeling restless at the moment, on one hand, it's a little bit debilitating and paralyzing and not great for my health, because my anxiety levels are up as well, my cortisol levels are up. Yeah. But on the other hand, realizing that I was going to be feeling this week, I have diarized. I diarise everything. I've got 6 months with my diary planned out, but the task-wise, what I'm going to do this week, I've got down to sort of like really minutiae detail. Yeah. And that's helping me feel less restless. But that restless feeling helped me become more effective this week. Ah. Yeah. Cool. And this, I like that question. Yeah. This feeling of overwhelmed, how can that make me feel more effective next week? Well, actually, I'm going to actually not work on Saturday this week. Yeah. Take a day off for the first time in like 3 weeks. And amazing. Yeah. So that's going to help me be more effective next week, because I'm realizing that I'm feeling overwhelmed at the moment. So because of that, I'm going to be more effective next week now. So it helps me reframe, and helps people reframe something that could be perceived as unpleasant into seeing what that bright spot is. What's the growth opportunity? What's from a positive psychology perspective? Yeah. 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 Gotta love the bright spots and sort of pivoting that. But then this is the one I want to feel next week. So what I've done, this is not available yet, but I've turned it into a PDF that you can flick through on your phone. Cool. And so, that's great. If you're picking one card to do the... Yeah. So I want to feel at ease next week, and people can have it on their phone, right? So we can still hold it up and play heads up. Yeah.